Los Angeles Dodgers versus Toronto Blue Jays. As October baseball reaches its fever pitch, two powerhouse franchises collide under the dome in Toronto. The Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays, both teams boasting more than 90 wins on the year, prepare to open a playoff series that promises high drama, elite pitching, and explosive offense. The Dodgers, winners of 5 straight and fresh off a strong finish in the National League West with a 93-69 record, enter as a well-balanced force led by Shohei Ohtani's two-way dominance and a deep rotation. The Blue Jays, finishing 94-68 and clinching the American League East, ride into this matchup behind a potent offense and a home field advantage that's carried them to a 54-27 mark at Rogers Center. This series opener carries the weight of expectation and legacy. Two teams stacked with stars, each seeking a return to baseball's grandest stage. While both clubs feature deep rosters and elite talent, this matchup is a study in contrasts. The Dodgers' disciplined consistency versus Toronto's fiery explosiveness. Los Angeles is powered by veteran leadership and postseason experience, while Toronto thrives on youthful energy and homegrown chemistry. The analytics lean narrowly toward the Dodgers, holding a 58.2% win probability, but the Blue Jays have shown a knack for defying odds when the lights burn brightest in Ontario. This contrast sets the stage for a compelling narrative where every at-bat and pitching decision is magnified. Los Angeles will rely on its methodical approach, patient plate appearances, strategic bullpen usage, and minimizing mistakes to assert control. Toronto, meanwhile, brings unpredictability, power swings, aggressive base running, and momentum-shifting rallies capable of rattling even the most composed opponent. In a series defined by fine margins, experience and youth, poise and passion, clash in a way that promises drama, tension, and moments that could be remembered for years to come. The opener is more than a game. It's a microcosm of the postseason itself, where strategy meets spectacle, and any edge can prove decisive. The headlines revolve around the arms, starting with Blake Snell. The Dodgers' ace left-hander has been nothing short of dominant this postseason, entering this start at 3-0 with a microscopic 0.86 ERA and an otherworldly 0.52 WHIP across 21 innings. He's allowed only 6 hits and 2 walks while striking out 28, showcasing pinpoint command and a mix of pitches that keeps hitters guessing and off balance. Snell's precision and poise have anchored Los Angeles' pitching staff, giving manager Dave Roberts supreme confidence in Game 1 and setting the tone for the series. Toronto, meanwhile, enters with uncertainty on the mound, listed as undecided for the opener, though sources suggest a likely bullpen-heavy approach, potentially involving Bowden Francis or Chris Bassett, depending on recovery timelines and matchups. The absence of a confirmed starter reflects both strategy and necessity, as Toronto deals with rotation depth concerns amid injuries, forcing them to weigh leverage, matchup advantages, and inning limits carefully. This contrast, Snell's locked-in dominance versus Toronto's flexible but uncertain approach, adds a layer of intrigue to the series, making the opening game a critical test of preparation, adaptability, and execution under postseason pressure. Snell's postseason form suggests early trouble for opposing hitters. His ability to command the fastball low in the zone and complement it with a devastating slider has been key in limiting hard contact and generating weak grounders. Against right-handed hitters, of which Toronto has plenty, Snell's changeup has induced ground balls and strikeouts at an elite rate, allowing him to navigate high-pressure situations with poise. However, the Blue Jays lineup is well-equipped to test left-handed pitching, blending power, patience, and situational awareness. Bo Bichette, despite nursing a minor injury, remains Toronto's most consistent hitter with a .311 batting average and .437 OBP, capable of sparking rallies and keeping innings alive. George Springer, the club's home run leader with 34 on the year, thrives in October and brings invaluable experience from past championship runs, understanding how to attack pitchers in must-win moments. Their challenge: stay patient, force Snell deep into counts, and exploit any early mistakes while maintaining focus against one of the league's sharpest postseason arms. Success for Toronto will hinge on extending at-bats, manufacturing contact, and applying pressure in high-leverage situations to tilt the balance early. Offensively, this series pits two of baseball's most productive lineups against each other. The Dodgers, powered by Shohei Ohtani's historic 55 home run campaign and 102 RBIs, boast a team batting average of .253 with a .441 slugging percentage and a .327 OBP. They complement raw power with elite plate discipline, evidenced by 682 walks, and rank among the league's best in situational hitting, turning runners over in crucial spots and manufacturing runs when it matters most. Freddie Freeman, who hit .295 with a .367 OBP and .502 slugging percentage, provides balance behind Ohtani, forming one of the most dangerous left-handed duos in baseball and giving opposing pitchers few safe options. Ohtani's postseason presence is magnetic. Not only can he change the game with a single swing, but his calm leadership under pressure defines this Dodgers club, instilling confidence in both veterans and younger players. Complementing this duo, the supporting lineup features multiple players capable of extending rallies and producing clutch hits, giving Los Angeles the kind of sustained offensive firepower that can wear down even elite pitching staffs over a series, making every inning a potential turning point in what promises to be a tightly contested showdown. Toronto's offense, however, is a juggernaut in its own right. The Blue Jays hit .333 as a team, producing 1,481 runs and maintaining a .427 OBP, numbers that showcase their aggressive yet disciplined approach at the plate. Bichette and Springer headline the order, providing both power and on-base consistency, but the supporting cast is equally critical in sustaining pressure throughout the lineup. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Cavan Biggio add depth and versatility, capable of delivering extra base hits in key situations, while rookie phenom Addison Barger has emerged as a clutch performer in September and October, coming through in high-leverage moments when the game is on the line. The Blue Jays thrive on extended innings and timely hitting, able to manufacture runs with patience, smart base running, and well-placed contact. Their combination of speed, power, and situational awareness makes them dangerous against even elite pitching staffs, as they can overwhelm opponents over multiple innings, turning a tight contest into a relentless, momentum-driven challenge that tests the full depth and resilience of any defense. The battle of recent form leans slightly toward Los Angeles. The Dodgers have won 5 straight, sweeping Milwaukee in their final regular season series while maintaining strong pitching consistency and a disciplined approach at the plate. Over that stretch, they've outscored opponents 16-6, holding batters to a collective .181 average and demonstrating the kind of defensive and bullpen reliability that makes late-inning leads feel secure. Their bullpen, anchored by Evan Phillips and Brusdar Graterol, has posted a 1.90 ERA in the past 10 games, giving Roberts confidence to maneuver matchups and preserve leads. Toronto, meanwhile, has won 3 of its last 5, taking 2 tight series against Seattle and showing flashes of explosive offense. Their bats have been potent, scoring 31 runs over the last 5 contests, but pitching inconsistency remains a concern, particularly in high-pressure situations where every misstep can swing momentum. Heading into this matchup, the Dodgers' balance and bullpen dominance may provide the edge, but the Blue Jays' ability to generate runs quickly means the game could remain tense and unpredictable through the late innings, keeping fans on edge until the final out. In the standings, the Dodgers arrive as National League West champions. narrowly holding off San Diego by a 3-game margin. Their 93-69 record reflects a season defined by durability, depth, and timely execution. The Blue Jays, on the other hand, seized the American League East crown at 94-68, fending off a surging Yankees team. Both clubs secured top postseason seeds, ensuring that this clash feels more like a late October classic than a typical series opener. The numbers underscore the balance and competitiveness of both rosters. Los Angeles's consistency over a long season contrasts with Toronto's ability to rise to the occasion against tough division rivals. Key performances throughout the year, from clutch hitting to shutdown pitching stretches, have shaped these teams into formidable contenders. Momentum, matchups, and managerial decisions now take center stage, where even small adjustments could swing the series. Fans should anticipate a chess match of strategy, with each inning carrying outsized importance as both sides vie to assert dominance and set the tone for a potentially historic postseason run. Injuries could subtly shape Game 1's outcome, potentially influencing both strategy and momentum from the first pitch. Los Angeles has several relievers on day-to-day status, including Tanner Scott, Michael Kopech, and Kirby Yates, all expected to be available but closely monitored, which could dictate how innings are allocated and when high-leverage opportunities are taken. Kyle Hurt and Nick Frasso remain on the injured list, slightly thinning the Dodgers' bullpen depth and reducing late-inning flexibility. Toronto faces greater adversity. Bo Bichette, Ty France, and Nick Sandlin are all listed day-to-day, while starters Bowden Francis and Angel Bastardo remain on the 60-day IL. Bichette is expected to play, though likely at less than full strength, meaning his defensive range, quickness on the bases, and overall aggressiveness could be muted. How each team navigates these injuries could have ripple effects throughout the series, turning seemingly minor absences into pivotal factors that shape both the flow and outcome of Game 1. Pitching depth looms large as the series progresses. The Dodgers possess a strong 1-2 punch with Snell and Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who led the staff during the regular season with a 2.49 ERA, 12 wins, and 201 strikeouts, providing both consistency and the ability to dominate in high-leverage moments. Toronto counters with Kevin Gausman, whose 3.59 ERA and 189 strikeouts solidified his role as ace material, and Chris Bassett, a dependable veteran with 11 wins and the experience to navigate tense postseason innings. However, Toronto's staff lacks the margin for error Los Angeles enjoys, meaning any early struggles could snowball. If the Blue Jays' bullpen is taxed early in Game 1, it could have ripple effects throughout the series, forcing manager strategies that test both depth and composure, ultimately amplifying the stakes for every subsequent matchup. The X factors for Los Angeles begin with Ohtani's power and Yamamoto's control. Ohtani's ability to hit to all fields neutralizes Toronto's defensive shifts, forcing pitchers to challenge him rather than rely on positioning. His knack for timely extra base hits often changes the momentum of a game in a single swing. Meanwhile, Yamamoto's strikeout precision ensures that any short rest between starts is offset by his efficiency and command in the zone, keeping hitters off balance with late-breaking off-speed pitches. For Toronto, the crowd energy at Rogers Center is no small variable. Home advantage has been instrumental in their 54-27 home record, often providing a lift during high-leverage innings. Springer's leadership and Bichette's clutch hitting are pivotal, setting the emotional tone for the lineup, but the real swing factor could be the performance of Toronto's middle relief corps. If Jordan Romano and Tim Meiza can bridge the gap to the ninth inning effectively and avoid overexposure, Toronto can hang with anyone. Their ability to neutralize the heart of the Angels' order may ultimately decide whether this series turns into a grind or a breakthrough for the Blue Jays. Strategically, the Dodgers are built for grinded-out baseball. They thrive on forcing opponents into mistakes, working deep counts, and seizing momentum with situational awareness. The Blue Jays, conversely, are lightning in a bottle. Their offense operates best in bursts, multi-run innings fueled by doubles and homers. The contrast in style creates an intriguing tactical duel. Los Angeles wants a steady, low-scoring affair that allows Snell and the bullpen to dictate pace, while Toronto seeks chaos and quick strikes. The Dodgers' patience and contact-oriented approach test opposing pitchers' stamina, often leading to late-game breakthroughs. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays' aggressiveness can overwhelm in short spans, turning modest scoring chances into instant rallies. It's a clash between precision and explosiveness, and whichever side imposes its rhythm early could shape not just the night's outcome, but the psychological tone for the rest of the series. The statistical contrast between these clubs also defines the intrigue. Los Angeles ranks among league leaders in team ERA at 3.95, while Toronto's sits at 4.19. The Dodgers' defensive efficiency and superior walk-to-strikeout ratios give them an analytical edge, but Toronto's offense can erase deficits in a heartbeat. Both clubs excel at night games. Los Angeles at 73-71 overall under the lights. Toronto an impressive 81-63. But Toronto's elevated offensive output at home provides a counterweight to the Dodgers' consistency. Beyond the surface metrics, the Dodgers' bullpen depth and fielding metrics underscore their ability to control tempo, while Toronto's aggressive approach at the plate keeps pitchers under constant pressure. This balance between calculated precision and offensive volatility makes the matchup feel like a stylistic clash as much as a statistical one, promising a series where momentum may shift quickly and unpredictably. As for individual matchups, all eyes will be on the duel between Snell and Bichette. Snell's dominance against right-handers will be tested by Bichette's compact swing and ability to drive pitches to the opposite field. Springer's power against lefties could be a game-changing factor if he catches a mistake early. On the other side, Toronto's pitching staff must navigate Ohtani with precision. Expect cautious approaches, perhaps even intentional walks, when runners are aboard. Freeman, lurking behind Ohtani, remains a constant threat to turn any conservative strategy into costly mistakes. Every at-bat between these marquee names could shape the game's momentum, with pitch sequencing, situational awareness, and defensive alignment playing major roles. The margin for error is razor-thin. One misplaced slider or hanging curve could flip control instantly, reminding both teams that postseason baseball is often decided by inches and instinct. In the dugouts, both managers face high-pressure decision-making. Dave Roberts, whose postseason experience spans multiple deep runs, brings stability and a data-driven mindset. Toronto's skipper, meanwhile, must juggle health concerns and bullpen matchups while maintaining offensive flow. The chess match between when to pull a starter or deploy a high-leverage reliever could very well dictate the series' tone. Every decision will be magnified under playoff scrutiny. Whether it's managing pitch counts, optimizing platoon advantages, or choosing the right pinch hitter in a tight spot. The ability to anticipate momentum shifts and adjust on the fly may ultimately separate victory from regret, as both dugouts attempt to outthink the other in a series defined as much by tactics as by talent. From a macro perspective, the implications extend beyond this series. The Dodgers, aiming to return to the World Series for the first time since 2020, carry the burden of expectation. Their payroll, roster depth, and star power define them as perennial contenders. The Blue Jays, meanwhile, seek to validate a franchise revival that's seen steady growth but little October success in recent years. This is their proving ground, a chance to establish themselves among baseball's elite. The contrast between these two organizations paints a compelling narrative. Los Angeles, with its championship pedigree and methodical approach, versus Toronto, a team built on youthful energy and unrelenting ambition. For the Dodgers, every postseason brings scrutiny. Anything short of a title feels like a disappointment. For the Blue Jays, this is an opportunity to silence critics, to show that their rebuild has matured into something capable of lasting contention. The stakes are emotional as much as strategic, and both fan bases sense the magnitude. Beyond wins and losses, this matchup symbolizes two eras of baseball philosophy colliding: experience and efficiency, meeting hunger and evolution. Prediction models favor the Dodgers slightly, with analytics suggesting a 58.2% win probability for Game 1. The decisive factor lies in pitching certainty, Snell's dominance versus Toronto's undecided approach. However, baseball's postseason rarely follows script. If the Blue Jays' bullpen executes and the home crowd energizes the offense, an upset looms possible. Expect a tightly contested opener, Los Angeles holding a slight edge due to experience and rotation stability, but Toronto's offensive flair ensuring the Dodgers can't relax for a single inning. That said, the unpredictability of playoff baseball means every at-bat could swing momentum, especially with two lineups capable of producing fireworks. Look for Snell's command early to set the tone, while Toronto's patient hitters aim to wear him down by the middle innings. The longer the game stays close, the more dangerous the Blue Jays become, particularly with their late-inning power and aggressive base running. Fans should brace for a drama-filled start to the series, where poise, pitching rhythm, and one timely swing may decide the outcome. Final prediction: Dodgers 4, Blue Jays 3. A late-inning Ohtani RBI double breaks the deadlock, backed by Snell's brilliance and clutch relief from Phillips. Toronto will battle fiercely behind Bichette's bat, with flashes of power from Guerrero keeping the crowd on edge, but Los Angeles' composure in tight moments proves decisive. The Dodgers' bullpen, anchored by experience and precision, silences the final Toronto rally, sealing a statement win in Game 1. It's the kind of postseason tone-setter that reminds everyone why Los Angeles remains a championship constant: balanced, relentless, and built for October. As lights dim over Rogers Center, one truth stands: the margin between glory and heartbreak is razor-thin. For Los Angeles and Toronto, this isn't just a series opener. It's October destiny, where every pitch, swing, and defensive play matters. The crowd, the players, the energy, every inning tests composure. Under postseason lights, legends are forged, and one moment can tilt the balance between triumph and despair. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Los Angeles Dodgers winner. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box.